So today I am making Italian cookies. I have lemon ones I'm making and anise flavored. When I do the mix, I actually add just vanilla to the mix for the cookie dough, and then for the frosting, I add the individual flavors. I'll do a bowl of lemon flavored icing, a bowl of anise flavored icing. I found that's the best way to do this instead of adding the lemon flavoring or the anise flavoring to the batter. I'm tripling this recipe that I have. I've already added the eggs. Now I'm just adding the sugar. I've made this recipe so many times over the past probably 3-4 years. I almost know it by heart, but I like to look at the recipe just in case. Don't want to mess up the cookie dough. For vanilla, I don't typically measure it because I go by just dropping it in like this. Because I've been doing this for so many years, I don't feel like I need to measure the vanilla. I just pour it into flavor, and I usually add a little extra because a little extra vanilla is actually better than not enough vanilla. I'm going to mix this. In New England today, the weather is really beautiful outside. It's about 75 right now, and it's only about 10:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm so excited. Spring is almost here. Well, it is here, but pretty soon we'll have bees everywhere, butterflies, glowflies. Have you ever seen the glowflies at night? And they have that quick burst of light as they're flying. I really like that. That's mixed, and now I'm going to add the milk. I add the milk and the oil, one after the other. I added a little bit too much, so I'm not going to pour all that in. You don't have to mix that too thoroughly because next I put in the flour, and the flour is going to add consistency that makes it easier to mix. When you got all this oil and milk in here, it's not too easy for mixing. Ooh, almost dropped my fork in there. No, stay. Stay, fork. I usually have a couple of measuring cups, one for liquids, one for dry ingredients, just to make it easier so the sugar and flour doesn't stick inside the oil and milk measuring cup. Always make sure you level off your flour. You don't want it heaping. If you have a sifter, that works even better, but I do not have a sifter. So I just kind of fluff up the flour in the bag a little. See, I'll pick it up and dump back in so it's a little lighter and fluffier. I'm 3 timesing this recipe. And once again, I don't really do much measuring with some of the things. This calls for baking powder. I usually just measure it right in the palm of my hand for a teaspoon. All right. Next, I have to add the salt. And I'm just going to mix this with a fork. You don't need to use a blender or a hand mixer. Just a fork or a wooden spoon. Let me know if you like baking or if there's something you'd like to see me make. I make an assortment of desserts. There's all different kinds I enjoy making, from biscotti to Italian cookies to cut out sugar cookies. I actually have some of those around here somewhere I made yesterday. Gluten-free cut out sugar cookies. Right now I'm mixing the Italian cookie dough. And yeah, I end up wearing some of it on my shirt because it splatters, but it just shows I really get into what I'm doing. The consistency shouldn't be too runny. This is not quite as thick as I want it. It needs to be a little thicker so that I can roll it into balls. So I'm going to add a little more flour. I individually roll each ball of dough for the cookies. Oh, one moment, I have a call. Can you grab the phone? Yes. Okay. Hi, everyone. Yeah, always make sure you add your salt. I just saw that comment below. Salt makes everything better. So true. If you don't add salt to your baked goods or even your dinner recipes, the flavor just doesn't draw out as well. So make sure you add that salt. And another thing instead of baking powder, I've added baking soda. Do not do that because the cookies will not come out right. They brown, they fall apart, they get crispy. Now, I don't know why. If you make chocolate chip cookies and add baking soda, it comes out perfect. But you make Italian cookies or cut out cookies, the sugar cookies, and accidentally add baking soda, they do not come out right at all. I experienced that the other day. With a recipe I've been making for years, I accidentally added baking soda. I had to remake the whole order. How is your day going? Comment below how it is where you live. How's the weather out there today? It's nice and sunny where I am, a little cloudy, but I'm looking forward to going out for a walk later on. So my consistency of dough is getting a little better. Look at that. I can roll it in my hand. It's a little bit sticky, but that's okay because the solution to sticky dough is add a little oil to your hand, rub it around, and then you can roll the dough in your hand just like that. See how smooth it gets? That's perfect for making cookies. A little bit of oil. You can do olive oil or vegetable oil. I'm going to grab a spoon. I did actually have a cookie scoop, perfect size cookie scoop, and you'd hold the end of it and go like this, and it would drop the cookie dough out, and then I'd roll it, but it broke, and I haven't been able to find one I like since, so I just kind of guesstimate with my spoon as to the size of cookies so that they all come out similar sizes. And then I have these really big cookie sheets right here. I can fit about 36 cookies. I do 5 in a row, and then six columns. So I'm gonna load up this pan with my Italian cookie dough. Hi. I'm making 6 dozen Italian cookies today. Here's my batter. It's 3 times. Can you shut that off, please, or go in the other room with it? It's echoing in my ear. Thank you. Someone in the other room is listening to my live recording, and it's echoing in my ear. All right, so if you missed that, I just want to say real quick, if you're trying to roll your cookies, but they're sticky, make sure you put a little oil on your hands, rub it in, grab your cookie dough and roll it. There you go. Perfect ball of cookie dough. I do anise flavored Italian cookies, vanilla flavored, lemon flavored, strawberry, and vanilla. Do any of you know where traditionally the Italian cookies came from? I don't know personally, but if you might know, please comment below. I'm thinking Italy because they're Italian cookies, but you know, sometimes people battle it out and say it was their country it started in first. Here's my super, super big cookie sheet pan. I've got the cookie dough on here, getting ready to put in the oven once I fill it up. Thank you for saying the cookies look gorgeous. But wait till you see them when they come out in their ice. I'm going to have a live video later on where you can see the cookies all frosted. And I put non-peril sprinkles on. I'm always on the hunt in my kitchen for my sprinkles. I set them down and then... Gosh, my phone keeps ringing. I'm such a busy woman, I guess, and so popular with the calls right now. I keep having to decline it because it's interrupting my live video. Please comment below if you have anything exciting you'd like to say or questions about Italian cookies or any other baked good cookies that you'd be interested in learning more about or seeing me make. I am rolling out the Italian cookies right now in my hand. It's the best way to make these so they are all the same shape. If you don't do that and you just plop the cookies on the pan like this, they rise, but they get all lumpy and distorted looking. So it's best to roll them. Jason, you just have the best comments. Believe me, I have quite a few brothers. I'm used to the silliness. Yep, Yep, nobody wants lumpy cookie dough balls. So the first pan I'm almost done making, and I'm going to put that in the oven. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. It always varies, even though the recipe's the same. One pan will cook quicker than the other. By the time I'm to my third pan of cookies, that one's probably cooking faster than the other two were. So always keep an eye on the temperature in your cookies. Open the oven at least a couple times while they're baking, because you don't want to burn your cookies on the bottom. Not good. They just won't taste the same. Oh, so as I mentioned a little while ago for you that just joined, the other day I was making cookies, and it's a recipe I've made many times. I was just about done making the recipe and realized that instead of baking powder, I added baking soda. Yeah, that recipe did not turn out well. Whatever you do, don't add baking soda in place of baking powder. Your cookies will not come out right. You'll have to throw out all that batter or the cookies you cooked, because they'll be burnt and crumbly and browned on the edges. So make sure when you read a recipe, you see, is it baking soda or baking powder? Baking powder, baking soda. Try not to mix the two up or your recipe will not come out right. Though some recipes do call for both ingredients. Okay. I have my first big sheet of cookies ready to go in the oven. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes to start off with. And then I'm going to start my second big pan of cookies. These are very well seasoned cookie pans. I've been using these for a couple of years. They were a nice shiny aluminum color originally, but the more you use them, they season and actually work even better than when you first get them. If you don't want your cookies to stick, you can always add a quick spray of oil. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, or you can take oil that you have on hand, whether it's vegetable oil or olive oil. You can put it on a paper towel, rub the cookie sheet down. You can also use butter and wipe that down on the cookie sheet. The only thing is, if you're going over, I'd say 350 degrees, you don't really want to use butter as much because it burns at higher temperatures. So you're better off using the vegetable oil, olive oil, or a spray. And if you don't keep paper towels on hand, or you just want it to be quick and easy, I would definitely use a oil spray. Make sure it is a cooking spray. Hi. Hi, Fancy Cook. I just oiled up my hands so I can roll these cookie dough balls. I just grab a spoon and guesstimate on the size. I try to get them all looking about the same size. I think you saw in the pan I just showed you, they all looked about the same. You can be a pro doing this in no time if you make a lot of Italian cookies. These are especially popular in the winter for Christmas time. Easter, they're popular. And then some people eat them throughout the year as well. They're a traditional cookie. They can be a bit dry and crumbly on the inside, but I try to bake mine a little less, so when you bite into them, they don't crumble apart. There's a better bite to the cookie. But it is all personal preference. If you buy Italian cookies at the grocery store, they're usually pretty dry and crunchy. I I'm going to post a question real quick. What is your favorite cookie? Hold on, let me see here. I'm posting a question in the feed so you can answer that if you'd like. Do you have a favorite cookie that you enjoy, that you just can't get enough of? Do you like chocolate cookies, ginger cookies, lemon cookies, Italian cookies like I'm making today? Here I am making Italian cookies. This is a recipe that I times by 3. Look at my hair, it's just going everywhere. I'm hoping to get at least 3 dozen out of this recipe that I 3 times. Hoping my guesstimations were right, and 3 times in the recipe, I'm pretty sure it'll make about 3 dozen, but we'll see. Well, dough's starting to stick again, so I need a little more oil. Ooh, you like cinnamon rolls? Cinnamon rolls are good. Do you have a cookie you like? All right. Jason, what's your favorite cookie? Fancy Cook, what's your favorite cookie? I try to time it so that when one cookie sheet is coming out of the oven, I get to put the next one in so I can get the cookies baked faster. Oh, gotta add more oil to the hands. Dough's getting sticky. Oatmeal cookies. All right, with your oatmeal cookies, Fancy Cook, do you like raisins in them or chocolate chips? Jason Williams, what is your favorite cookie? My phone likes to slide. Let's see. There we go. Hello, everyone. I'm making Italian cookies. Thank you for joining my live showing. Also, if you check out my channel, I have Amazon shops, storefronts, and I have other storefronts available to check out, to order items from. I do earn a small commission, which is nice, but it hasn't started yet. I mean, I need someone to purchase something first, so then it'll get on a roll. I just got approved as an Amazon affiliate recently, and I'm hoping to get people to shop my storefronts that I've created that are in my bio and about link on my channel. Please check that out. I have Cowgirl Accessory storefront, cat treats, spring fling clothing for men and women, some fun choices there. I also have a storefront on my About Channel bio section for Amazon with fun, unique gift items. There's some really fun stuff where if you're a couple or a parent and your child, you can put your hands together, and there's a bucket of, it's kind of like a putty mixture. You put your hands in, you let it set, you pull your hands out, you pour liquid in, and then afterwards you peel it off, and you get your own little statue of your hands held together. It's really cute. That's on my Amazon storefront under fun items or fun idea, gift ideas. You could check that out in my bio. There's also this watermelon. It's a watermelon that sinks in a pool. It's filled with water, and that's meant to have some fun water games. There is playing cards that are waterproof on my Amazon website. Just check out the bio section, about channel. I have a few storefronts there with Amazon. Today, everyone that's just joined, I am making Italian cookies. I'm hoping to get 3 dozen out of this recipe. I 3 times it. I'm making lemon Italian cookies and anise flavored cookies. I do make the dough with just vanilla flavoring in it because I find that it's more versatile. So if I have an assortment of frostings I want to put on top different flavors, I can use all the same cookie and just make a few different bowls. My phone just fell. I can make a few different bowls of icing with the different flavors. So lemon, I'll add the yellow to it so it has that lemon look and it tastes like lemon. The anise, I traditionally keep the icing white. And thank you everyone that's joining. One moment, I gotta check my cookies that are in the oven. Oh, those need about 2 more minutes, so I'm gonna add 2 more minutes to the timer. Today I'm making Italian cookies. Oh, and as I was saying with the icings, I'll add different colors based off the flavoring. For orange, I add, like I can do an orange flavor Italian cookie. I'll add orange coloring as well. Strawberry, I make it pink, raspberry pink. Here is my super big baking sheet. I can fit, typically I can fit 6 to 7 rows of cookies here, so I can bake a lot more than your smaller baking cookie sheet. I like these bigger ones. They fit in the kitchen ovens really well. So with this one I made 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 cookies I was able to fit on this cookie sheet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 on the other cookie sheet. If someone could throw the math out there, I need 6 dozen cookies. So how many cookies will I need altogether? If someone has a calculator available. Oh, Jason, you like peanut butter cookies and oatmeal. So we have a couple people on there that like oatmeal cookies. If you want, you can comment below what your favorite cookie is. Today I'm making Italian cookies. Let me just wash my hands. I'm getting this dough everywhere. I keep my paper towels handy. Can never have enough paper towels. Go through them so fast. Do you have paper towels where you're from? They come in really handy. So this is what the cookie dough looks like. Hello everyone, thanks for joining. I'm making Italian cookies. I roll them out by hand. I'm making 6 dozen today. And I was letting the audience know that if your cookie dough starts to be sticky, add oil to your hands, rub it around, rub the dough in your hands. It won't stick and you'll get the perfect ball of cookie. Or cookie dough ball, however you want to say it. So the cookies in the oven are almost done. They're taking a little longer than anticipated. Sometimes they take 10 minutes, sometimes 12. I would like to prep some cookie dough, but it works out better to roll them and place them on the pan than making them in advance before you set them on the pan, because they kind of go flat on the counter surface if you set the cookie dough ball on the surface. So you want to wait till your pans are ready to put the cookie dough balls on. Jumbo chocolate cookies. Ooh, I haven't heard of those. Those sound good. Emily likes chocolate chip cookies. Hello, Emily. Thanks for joining. Okay, I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds. I'm going to take my first pan of cookies out of the oven. I have my next pan of cookies ready to go in. And I have all my cookie racks over on the table there. Those are all set. Those have wax paper under them, so when I take the cookies after they've cooled, I'm going to dip them in icing, set them on the cookie racks, and any extra icing will fall to the wax paper that's underneath. Makes cleanup a lot easier than trying to scrub down your table after you've iced all the cookies and they've dripped everywhere. That's not fun. And it can also bring the ants around. You don't want ants. Okay, these cookies are out of the oven. Take a look. Can you see the crackles in the top? Right here. See that? See those nice crackly tops? That's how you want them to look when they come out. They have to be crackling. I'm going to set this down right here on the sink. And now I'm going to put the next tray of cookies in. I'm going to set that timer for 12 minutes. And I'm going to take these cookies off and put them on a cookie rack. Alright, here's my cookie rack. I'm going to put my freshly baked cookies on it. Woo! One fell off, but that's okay. Nice, super clean counters. Alright, does anyone else want to mention what their favorite cookie is? I'm making Italian cookies. These are going to have lemon icing and anise icing. I think I'm going to grab my handy dandy spatula. That'll be a little easier because these cookies are a bit hot. They just came out of the oven. Whoop! Dropped another one. Where'd he go? Right there. Look at that. Look at those cookies. Nice Italian cookies. Those came out perfect. And look at the bottoms. See that? That's the color. You want a golden brown color for the bottom of your Italian cookies. Thank you for watching my live showing while I make Italian cookies today. I'm going to see if I can fit all these cookies on this rack. So I have a super big commercial size baking pan I use, but this is a regular cookie sheet size rack. I'm going to see if I can fit all these cookies on. Hello everyone that just joined. Thank you for watching my channel. Please check out my bio or about channel. You could check out my storefronts I have. Right now I'm making Italian cookies. They're going to be glazed with lemon and anise flavoring. And when you're cool, there goes another one, just bit the dust. No, I rescued it. There we go. Look at that. See that? Let me see. Oh no! Runaway cookies. If I wasn't doing this live video right now, I would actually be putting the cookies on the rack over there, but I just wanted you to see how it looks when they come off. The cookie sheet, and I got one more cookie right there. Hi Emily. Hi Fancy Cook. All right, I was able to fit all those cookies on that rack. Let me show you my cat. This is my cat. Do you like him? Isn't he so handsome? He's really big. When he's on the floor, he can reach up to the top of the stove. Thank you. Yeah, I love the cat too. He's handsome. He's about 5 years old. I've had him since he was a kitten. Whew, I'm thirsty. I've worked up a thirst. Let me see. I need some water. Ta-da! Okay, so I've tried a lot of different brands of water, and I have to tell you, Poland Spring is pretty much the best. That's if you're in America. I don't know what country you're watching this from, but in America, Poland Spring's pretty good. It hydrates. Now that I have those cookies on the rack, I have a free cookie pan, and I'm going to put the last of my cookie dough onto this pan. Hello, Fancy Cook again. Thank you for all your comments. It's been fabulous. I'm gonna, because I already cooked some cookies on this pan, you can see they've left an imprint so that the next batch of cookies come out good. I'm going to spray this on so the cookie dough doesn't stick to the cookie crumbs already on the pan. Just gonna wash my hands real quick. Oh, and if you weren't here yet, I just want to show you, oh, my cat. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab him. Here he comes. Look at him. What do you think of my big boy? Isn't he handsome? Whoa, he's so big. Look at, I can't even get him fully in the camera because he's so tall. Look at all, his tail's even longer. Look at that. He's so big. He's a Maine Coon. If you haven't seen the Maine Coon breed, look them up. They're a big breed. He's a big giant. The little cats scare him. He doesn't like to fight. He just likes to be a gentle giant. And if you stare into his eyes, they almost look humanistic. Look at those eyes. So that's my big boy. I'm gonna wash my hands and with soap so I can continue with my cookies. Dry my hands off really good. Woo. Hello everyone, thank you for watching. Today I'm making Italian cookies. I have one cookie sheet done, one in the oven, and I'm on my third cookie sheet. I 3 times the recipe, so I should get about 6 dozen Italian cookies. Hopefully. Because that's what I'm trying to make, is 6 dozen. If I get a few extra, that's good in case any drop or fall on the floor. Or I actually, oh, my phone's falling again. Or I eat one. If I eat a cookie, and that's one less cookie. So it's nice if you have a few extra cookies. Hello. Thank you for joining my live stream. Please check out my channel. I have some fun storefronts on there that you can purchase items from. Anything from baking supplies to fun, unique gifts, men and women's clothing, cat food, cat treats, you name it. Check out my Amazon affiliate storefronts. Really fun products on there. I'd love it if you could check out my storefronts under my bio or about channel. I think I have about 6 storefronts on there. I just recently got approved to be a affiliate with Amazon. So I get like a super, super, super tiny percentage of commission if you place an order through my storefronts. That would be great. I'd love to see how that works. So you're welcome to check out all the items I have there. Yep, almost done making the cookie dough. I haven't done the math yet. I'm hoping I'm close to 3 dozen cookies. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make more cookie dough. Hello. All right, so I'm going to go live in a little while with how I ice my Italian cookies. So if you want to check that out, that'll probably be in about 20 minutes to a half hour. You can just join in whenever you see the live stream pop up. Oh, and please subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to watch videos that I post and any live showings I have, like right now. Bye-bye. I wonder how I end this live video. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, it does a retouch thing where it makes your face not look as wrinkly. Ooh, interesting. What else do you do? Well, that's my regular face. Yep, and this has, yes, this has, oh, hi, Fancy Cook. I see you said hi. Okay, I'm just looking at the little things you can do while you're doing a live video. And it looks like you can do this retouch option. Whoa. And then I don't know that I'm really into the retouch because personally I think you should just be your natural self. All right, look at that. I finished all the cookie dough. Hello. Thank you for joining. Hi. I'm making Italian cookies. I have my handy dandy recipe book here that I keep my recipes in. Woo, look at all that flour falling out of there. I get flour everywhere when I mix it. Just about perfect. I have cookies about to come out of the oven for all of you that just logged in to my live feed. Wait till you check it out. Whoa, here are the Italian cookies. You want to make sure the tops are crackling. And you want your cookie to have a little bit of denseness to it so it doesn't quite bounce back, but you don't want it to sink in either. This is my last pan of cookies going in the oven. Leithali, hi. I hope I said that right. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. I'm going to start another live in a few minutes, and that's going to show me making the Italian cookie icing. I'm going to do lemon flavored and anise flavored. In the meantime, you're welcome to go check out my storefront with the different options I have available through Amazon for baking ware, baking supplies, fun items for gifts for people, men and women clothing accessories, cowgirl accessories, cowgirl hats, cowgirl keychains, cowgirl boots, cowgirl shirts. Yeah, I have a lot of different things on there. So go to my bio and about channel section and check that out. Thank you for watching.